last year, I was going through a rough time last year. I was really questioning why I was doing YouTube. Even here at Vidcon last year, I came on stage during the Q&A and I asked myself questions that I constantly ask myself. And it was one of those moments where I had crushing self-doubt. Not in that I was, I didn't know what I was doing. I was better than I ever was at YouTube. Like, I had all the success in the world. I was making great stuff. I made a date with Markiplier, and even then, Who Killed Markiplier was in the planning phases. And I was making great stuff. And it came down to a point where I was looking at all these things that I was making, and I was still unhappy, I couldn't fathom why. I couldn't fathom why I was unhappy. It was like the best time of my career. I was having so much fun making what I was making, and then it all came crushing down when I had to take that hiatus last year. And this is all part of the growth of a channel and the realization of what it's like to have people who literally adore you. And I think the problem was that I had no fear of failure. I had no fear of failure. And partially it's because you guys are so understanding and welcoming that anything that I try, you're always ready to accept it and try it and at least give me a chance and then give me shit for it afterwards. But you give me a chance and I really appreciate it about you guys. But I realized that I wasn't taking risks. I was doing things that were in my safe zone. I was doing things that I felt complacent in doing. I was making gaming videos and I was making sketches, but at the same time, these sketches, I could do more and I could push more into it and I could try new formats with the van vlogs and I could push the envelope in different aspects and I could try to sing and play guitar on the tour, which is something that absolutely terrified me. And it's all because of you guys. Like, you guys give me the chance to do this. So that is, in a nutshell, what it's like. There's a lot more emotions of screaming rage and tearful crying, but that's pretty much what its basis is about. All right, let's get something that's not so heavy. At Mighty Pineapple asks, has your hand... At Mighty Pineapple asks, has your hand recovered from signing all those tasteful nude calendars? My hand is stronger than ever. Unbelievable. It was horrible. It was awful. It was beyond awful. It was the first time I ever had an undertaking that I thought I was going to quit. Like, I was halfway through the calendars. It had been 4 days. I thought it wasn't going to take more than that. I had it all mapped out. And I just sit on the couch and I look at Amy and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't stare at my naked ass for this much longer. I can't do it. I hate myself. Yeah, but I got through it because then I went into exile. And I got it done. The last day I signed 9,000 calendars in a single day, which is just, And the problem isn't that, like, signing is easy. Signing's not the hard part. It's these calendars are huge. These boxes only come in 40 calendars. You have to cut them open. They each weigh 20 pounds. You have to slam them out, organize them. You guys don't care about the details, but it was hard. I was like, ow, gee, ow. But I'm better now. I'm much better now. Yeah. At Markiplier asks, who's your favorite alter ego of yours? It's got to be Warfstache. Yeah, Warfstache just sit up there. The reason being, Warfstache is the original. Like the first sketch that I did back when I was first starting YouTube and I wanted to push the envelope and I went to Wade and I'm like, we should make a sketch. And he's like, well, you don't know how to make a sketch. I'm like, I'll figure it out. Just go run. Put on this suit that's too small for you. Put on this wig. Put on this mask. You're Slender Man now. Just run and I'll film you. And that's it. And then Warfstache came about that actually because the first sketch that we filmed was so bad. It was so bad that I looked at it and I'm like, oh, no. Like, I didn't have a lot of skills at that point, but I knew that when I saw it. So I was like, what if we do an interview? I got this mustache that I bought a while back, and it was just this random pink mustache that I had from a party store, and I was just like, I'll put it on, Morph-dash. And then I morphed down this voice that was completely ridiculous. And then we made a sketch, so it's really heartwarming to see how this character that came out of desperation suddenly evolved and grew with my channel and became like this iconic figure. It's like the pink mustache. mustache has always been in my logo. Like technically Wharfstache has been my YouTube logo this whole time, and that's really cool to see, and I was able to give them a nice backstory. And I can tell you guys that the next project that we're doing bridges the gap between Who Killed Markiplier and now Wharfstache, and that's gonna come out probably, that's coming out maybe next month or early August, depending on when we can do it. All right. Since you have been learning Korean, can you say something in Korean? 안녕하세요. 저는 이름이 Marki예요. My name is Mark in Korean, I think that's correct, unless I'm very wrong. No. No. My mom's gonna be so mad at me. I can't remember literally anything in Korean right now, so I'm so sorry. But I am learning a lot. It's really just down to vocab now. The hardest part about learning another language is the grammar, in any other language. And Korean, it's just this complete removal from anything even remotely related to English. All the order is different, the structure is different, they have different particles, they have different systems. But my mom has been just an amazing, amazing teacher, and has been really lecturing me to study more, and I haven't been, and I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, but I'm sorry. And but she has been an amazing teacher, and I've made so much progress. Now I just have to hammer down vocab. I might do a 24-hour live stream where I'm just trying to learn vocab nonstop. Would anyone actually watch that? You would. You say that now, but an hour in when I'm screaming and throwing chairs because I can't remember a single Korean word, you're not going to want to watch anymore. But hopefully I'll be able to go visit Korea, because my main reason for learning Korean is because I have a ton of family in Korea. For those of you who don't know, I am half Korean. And I have aunts, uncles, cousins, one grandparent left, my grandma. And it sounds morbid to say, but I want to be able to have a conversation with my last living grandparent before she passes away. And I'm not saying she's at risk of passing away anytime soon, but you never know. Like, I don't want to put off until tomorrow what I can do today and miss out on an opportunity that I'll never be able to get back. So that's why that's so important. At Ginny Oats. Why is all the questions are coming from this middle section? Did you get seated first and then you were like, spoodle noodle, I know what that is, I'm going on Twitter right now, I know. That's Mark's dumb head getting thoughts out. All right, here we go. Number one, I hate the term influencer. Yeah, you better be sorry. That's a term that companies and executives came up with to label the kind of people that have big social media followings. And the reason I don't like it, and it's a totally fine word, there's nothing wrong with it, but the reason I don't like it is because it suggests that I have this power over you guys. And in every sense of the word, you guys have all the power over me. Yeah, I have nothing on you guys. You guys have taught me so much about life, about how to cope with loss, about how to live. What happened? Was I funny? Was I funny? Oh, dang, I thought I was funny for a second there. But you guys have taught me so much about that. So really being an influencer and growing up with you guys has let me look at myself. And like I said earlier about how you guys are so forgiving and understanding, and you guys know me now, like you know me, which is super weird that you've known me so long that you've kind of gotten my quirks and you can call me on my BS when I'm absolutely making promises that I can't keep. And but you guys really have been the biggest influence on my life. And this experience with you guys and sharing my time with you has been the best opportunity I've ever had in my life to grow. And I have nothing but you to thank for that. So thank you guys for that. What inspires you to make projects like Who Killed Markiplier or A Day with Markiplier? Really, it's just, I want to do something that I haven't done before. I have a very, very core tenet of my life where I want to face my fears. Because when I started YouTube, I didn't like who I was. I absolutely didn't like who I was. And that's not to say like, oh, you should love yourself. It's like, I like the physical person that I was, but the passiveness that I let myself drift through life, that's what I didn't like about myself. I was going along a path that maybe was safe, maybe it was what I should have done, required hard work, and was gonna lead to a successful engineering career, possibly. But I didn't like that I was so passive about it, and I didn't make active choices to improve myself and improve the circumstances that I was living in. And so and this will relate to these projects, I promise. But the big philosophy that I wanted when I wanted to improve myself is I wanted to be the type of person that was willing to risk the safety of what I had for the chance at something better. And that echoed in a lot of what I've done in YouTube, because YouTube could have failed. Like, whenever I encourage you guys to follow your dreams and take risks and chances to pursue like what you're really passionate about, I want to be realistic. You can fail. Like, it can not work out for you. It can lead you down a road where you're worse off than you were, but you never know. You have no idea what the answer is at the end of that road. It is up to you to make a choice on whether you're going to play the safe route, if it even is a safe route, or take a risk at something more. And even that safe route, it can end up with you sad, like maybe unfulfilled in life, maybe the pay is decent or the pay is bad, or maybe you're just not making something. Like, life is full of risks, but me as a person back then wasn't taking chances at all. I wasn't even making the choice. The choices presented themselves to me, and I wasn't taking any of them. So when it comes to projects like this, my channel is very safe in just playing games. I could play the games till the end of my days, and I would just like, you guys would probably watch the videos, maybe, like, and it would be okay. It'd be okay if I did that, but it's a risk when I make something like A Day with Markiplier, Markiplier, or any sketch, or any video where I have even remotely an opinion. Like, those are risks. But it can lead to something more because there's an active choice behind it. So when I do these projects and I push myself to do these projects, it's because I'm willing to let go of what I have for the chance at something more. And so that's why I do those projects there.